Please stay tuned as the stream is being set up and the Monterey Sports Network's broadcast will begin shortly. Please stay tuned as the stream is being set up and the Monterey Sports Network's broadcast will begin shortly.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for football on the mountain. Wildcat fans, get on your feet and welcome your Wildcat.
Hello Wildcat Nation and welcome to another Monterey High School sporting event. Please stay tuned for the Monterey Drugs pregame show as the Monterey Sports Network will bring you all the play-by-play action from the First Volunteer Bank broadcast booth immediately after a word from our sponsor.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. For For honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill, Tim, and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats!
Has your vehicle developed any loud muffler noises? Have you noticed any exhaust fumes or rattles coming from your exhaust system? Tay's Muffler and Repair Shop can solve all your muffler and exhaust issues. Johnny has over 36 years experience, state-of-the-art equipment, and honest and reasonable service. He is located just outside of Monterey at 12595 Monterey Highway, or give him a call at 931-544-8297. That's 931-544-8297. Tay's Muffler, proud supporter of Monterey High School sports.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way. But when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handled your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service, long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookeville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931-252-4659. You'll be glad you did.
All right, folks, welcome to the middle of nowhere over here, Hampton, Tennessee. Monterey Sports Network is on a road trip, guys. Can y'all hear me good?
Got you loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Got loud and clear. If it gets too loud, we got buttons over there to turn it down. I got to have it because I got my bogging on, so I can't.
That ain't the reason.
That ain't the reason.
No. We know the real reason, don't we, Larry?
You done busted my bubble.
Right. That's right.
JJ already busted my bubble, folks, before we got started.
It don't take me long.
Here in the booth, the first volunteer broadcast booth that we have going on tonight, we got Mr. Larry Wiley up here as a guest on the pregame show.
Glad to be here.
Wayne Brown, our producer over there, has got all the wires, all the computers, and all the buttons, and he's in control over there, JJ.
I guess so.
He's the brains.
The brains behind everything. And he's by the heater, too. So Wayne Brown is helping us out with the producer. JJ Reels is up here going to help us out with analyst and maybe do some stats later on.
Yeah, we'll see.
I
get excited and I forget to write them down.
I see he's got his baseball cap on.
I do. And I got a Monterey baseball.
Yeah.
I've got 3 layers on already. I got 2 more over there just in case.
When you get up here in this stadium and they start playing ZZ Top on the PA, well, you know you're in the right place. That's for sure.
That's right.
But yeah, we're going to have a good time tonight, folks. My name's Rick McNeil, and hopefully I'm going to take care of the play-by-play. So if I do bad, don't blame these other guys. Blame me. Neil Markham couldn't make a trip, couldn't get off his work, and so
That's just an
Cooper's that
excuse.
way.
Yeah.
Michael
Just
Cooper's
an
that way.
excuse.
But anyway, we're up here. We're going to bring it to y'all, and appreciate everybody tuning in with us. We'll keep up. Somebody keep up with their chat box, and if y'all got any questions, let us know. But Hampton is a beautiful, beautiful place up here. I mean, this drive was awesome.
It's an unincorporated town, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that when I come in too.
So they ain't got a mayor, right?
I don't know.
Ain't that what it means, Larry?
They got one right now, don't they?
Right.
Yeah, they got one.
They got our mayor. Yeah.
They're borrowing one.
Yeah, there you go. But anyway, it's a cute little town up here, right in the middle of all these mountains, guys.
Yeah,
it's beautiful up here.
It is
Beautiful view.
I come up this way 2 or 3 times a year because my best friend lives just down the road in Elizabethton.
Yeah, okay.
So
is that how you pronounce that? I was saying Elizabethtown, but
Elizabethton.
Yeah.
T-O-N.
Yep. Yeah. Well, you know I'm from Monterey, so
Yeah. You know, Elizabethton's got an amazing football team. They've won back-to-back state championships.
they do. I think they're 10-0 this year.
Yeah, they lost a game. They lost to Greenville. That's what my
really?
best friend just told me a minute ago. Yeah.
Okay, so Greenville stuff.
Yeah, Greenville beat the brakes off of them, he said.
Oh, okay. All right.
And that's
Well-
usually their biggest competition during the year.
But like I said, we are set up here in the middle of these mountains, folks. It's beautiful up here. Wayne will probably get a sweep of the field here in a minute. Don't know, he don't have his handle on the camera, so we'll get one as quick as we can.
I've posted a couple pictures on Facebook on my personal page. So
Okay, it's
We're
pretty
out
up
there.
here. Pretty up here. Wish everybody from Monterey was up here with us. Before we get started, we always want to brag on our Wildcat Nation fans on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel. We're up to 909 followers, JJ.
We should be up to 1,000 tonight.
Well, we'll get it done. We're going that way. You know, I've told the story, and I'm not going to tell it again tonight, but we're far above what we thought was going to be. Let's see. In the last 28 days, we've reached 8,468 fans with our posts.
That's awesome.
3,950 folks have responded and actually shared that or said something on those posts. Guys, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We have gained 14 followers in 28 days. YouTube, we got 477 subscribers. During the last 28 days, there's been 3,886 views, 620 hours, almost 26 days.
Wow.
JJ, worth of watch time on our videos. And we've had 14 new subscribers on our channel as well. Last week's Wartburg game has had 550 views
Wow.
in one game.
That's great.
And then let's see.
That was probably all just watching the first quarter.
It was done after that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
If let's see, 550. Oneida game still has the lead for this season. Most viewed football games with 1,122 views
Wow.
Oneida was the most viewed.
this year. Yeah.
It was no TV either. We
And
couldn't.
a monsoon. So,
Yeah.
Well, we had a little bit of video, but you couldn't see for the raindrops.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, we had 1,122 views. Last season, our game with Gordonsville is the most views that we've ever had in one single game, and that's 2,030 views in one game.
That's great.
That's awesome.
That's great.
And I tell you what, it couldn't be no better. And folks, we're bragging on you,
That's right.
on the folks that tune in and get on the Facebook page. We couldn't do it without you. Couldn't do it without our sponsors. When we go to a break, make sure you listen to the commercials and stuff, because those folks are the ones that makes it possible for us to do this and go 210 miles for a playoff game.
That's right.
So, folks, we're going to take a break right quick and listen to some of our sponsors. When we come back on the other side of the break, Mr. Wayne Brown is going to talk to us about Monterey Junior High School basketball. So we'll be back right after a word from our sponsors.
At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Okay, we're back, folks. Wayne's getting the camera tuned up. We're going to take a pan of this field and all these young men out here getting ready to bring us some football action up here in Hampton, Tennessee. As soon as Wayne gets back into motion here, he's going to talk to us about how the junior high teams are doing. They played a couple of games this week so far, and he'll be up just in a second. As soon as he gets the camera zoned in.
I was almost inside the gate and I walked back to the truck to get my glasses.
Got a few things happening up here in the press box. Folks, they've been awesome to us up here at Hampton so far. Everybody we've met has been just so awesome. They let us park inside the gate over there next to the equipment barn over there, Larry. Over.
Yep.
Is that ours? That big red bus over there?
Yes, we chartered a bus out of Campbell.
I think Wayne's going to get that here in a minute. While he's doing that, let's talk about a little bit about Monterey High School basketball. Right. It's going to start up here in a couple of weeks, actually. We're going to have our first Hall of Fame game, I believe it is. I'm just going to read this off because I typed all of it out, so that'll take a little bit of heat off of me. The first game of the season is on Thursday, November the 18th, as the ladies and the men will travel to Wartburg for a 6:30 Central Time tip-off. The second game will be on that following Saturday as the Cats travel to Manchester in Coffee County, Tennessee, for an annual Hall of Fame game, play day. The Lady Cats will battle the Coffee County Lady Red Raiders at 10:15 a.m. As the Wildcat men will also be playing the Red Raiders immediately following the ladies' game at 11:30. The Lady Wildcats' second game of the day have them facing the Fayetteville City Lady Tigers. That's different than the Fayetteville High School. At 2 p.m. and the Wildcat men will take on Lighthouse Christian Lions out of Antioch at 3:15. The Wildcats regular season will open Monday, November the 22nd, as they travel to Red Boiling Springs.
Good Lord, I hate going to Red Boiling Springs.
Travel to Red Boiling Springs.
That's the worst drive ever.
And take on the Bulldogs. I thought we was done with single A.
That's how you start the season, right?
Yeah, big time. You can't get there from nowhere.
No, that's right.
You have to fly in with a helicopter or something.
And going through Gainsborough is just as bad. I hate going to Gainsborough.
Yeah, well,
Jackson County is the bane of my existence. I don't know why. I just can't stand them.
You go to Gainsborough and then you get curvy after that.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the first game of the season. So I guess Monterey Sports Network will be on the road again to Red Boiling Springs. But I'm going to turn it over to Wayne Brown to talk a little bit about Monterey Junior High School basketball.
Well, we are 2 weeks into the basketball season for the junior high kids, girls and boys both. This last week we went to Van Buren County on Tuesday night. The girls and boys both come away with losses. The girls were within about 10 or 12 points. And the boys lost a close one by 3. They were in the game the whole time. just a tough loss. Van Buren County is a hard place to play. But the team is starting to click. We're starting to figure out who we've got. So things are looking up for the boys and the girls, because the girls are scoring more points this year than they have in the last couple of years. So things are looking good. Thursday night, though, we went to South Fentress. South Fentress is that's Little Clark Range. So basically, you know what you're going to get. The girls obviously were tough. They were some good-sized girls. Our girls scored some points. We just got to work on some defense and stuff with the girls. They'll come around. The boys lost by, I think it was 24 points, 24-25. The boys had a rough night. There was a center for South Fentress that was probably low 6 foot, but he was a pure athlete. We could not box him out. He kind of run all over us. And then they had another shooter that scored, I think, 24 on us. So it was a rough night just with two kids. We couldn't. We had a hard time guarding them. But nonetheless, South Fentress is Little Clark Range, so we knew it was going to be tough going in there. And we played them in the play day, so we knew kind of it's going to be a long night. But like I said, we are learning this team. We've got all new coaches pretty much, except for Joey Hoover, who's still there for his 25th year, I believe.
Dude, you've been there a long time, hasn't
he? He has, and we got some new coaches, new style, new mentality. And the 7th and 8th graders are, they only got to practice about a week before we started playing. So they didn't get all the time and stuff in that some of the younger kids got back in the JV season. But looking forward on the schedule, Monterey plays at Highland Rim Monday night. That will be Highland Rim is like a homeschool team. They play out of Cane Creek in Cookeville. And
I think they played them pretty good last year, didn't they?
Yeah, we did. Actually, Mac is the coach for Highland Rim, is also the new junior high baseball coach.
Oh, you talking about
Neil's son?
Yeah,
Mac. Yep.
Can't think of his last name right now.
But he's the coach down there at Highland Rim, so we're going there Monday night to play them. On Tuesday, we got big old Gordonsville at Gordonsville. So that's always a pleasant trip to Gordonsville.
Well, you don't know how that rubs me the wrong way every time I hear that name.
Well, now we've laid the challenge because the JV team, the 5th, 6th graders, swept Gordonsville this year.
Swept Gordonsville this year.
Swept them. So we're going to see. What we got. So.
Well, I've watched them off and on. Watched you guys off and on through the Burks season. You call that the JV for junior high?
Yes, 5th and 6th we call JV.
And I watched them there, and I've watched the girls and boys both. Both the teams have got great. They're getting better every game.
Yes.
And I look for really good things to happen with the junior high team. Both of them, yes. Girls and boys both. Girls are playing better every game.
Yes, Dustin has them on the up.
Dustin Agee, right? He's a
new
coach for the junior high girls.
And I like to say he's doing it all on him by himself. He's a one-man show right there now. But Dustin's a very good coach. He's a very likable guy.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. We've had him on the air a couple of times, and he's a top notch.
He's really good with the girls.
He's a keeper. We can keep him.
And we got some girls coming up that are going to make a difference. That are not even in 5th grade yet. So
looking good.
Things will turn around.
That's what all these other teams do. They have farm clubs in these junior high and elementary programs that bring them up all the way through high school.
Yes, and I noticed with our boys, one of the biggest things we've struggled with this year is we run into these teams that we are bigger than, but they are very athletic. They can out jump us. They can outrun us. Even if they can't shoot it better than we can.
Right. Well, me and you was talking about that coming up here.
Yes.
What do we think the key is to that, Wayne?
We're going to have to start working at a younger age.
But what I'm looking for is what have they got a little bit different than what we have? Do they have football teams? Do they have baseball teams?
No.
All they got is basketball, and that's what they concentrate on.
Yes, Van Buren County They were
well. They got a
one that
baseball
was
team,
athletic.
and
South Fentress,
right?
Obviously,
South Fentress got a baseball team, and we beat both of them, I think, last year in junior high. So they don't concentrate. What my point was, they don't concentrate on other sports besides basketball.
Yes, because honestly, our football season took out 2 of our starters before the season even started. One we're not getting back. Aiden Robertson, I hate to say it, he's done for the year. And
he's one of the better players too in the paint.
Yes, he's very tall, and he's that tall, athletic kid that we need. And then we have Eli coming back off. Eli
Phillips
he broke his collarbone in football. The last game of the season.
Eli Phillips.
Drawing a blank.
Oh, you remember here in a minute.
Yeah,
we know we're at home when you hear Blackfoot on the PA system and ZZ Top. So, folks, this is almost like Monterey hometown up here, anyway.
Oh, it is. I love it.
It's just awesome up here. Well, listen, we're going to go to a break, and we'll come back and talk about our playoff teams here in a minute. Give us a couple of commercials from our sponsors. Again, folks, when you hear these commercials, go in there and let them know that you've heard it on Monterey Sports Network.
And I apologize. That was Eli Phillips. I've called him Eli so long. I didn't even know what his last name was.
That's
a very big failure.
Ain't that Mike Phillips' son?
No, that's Colton Phillips.
Colton Phillips.
Yes.
Okay. Well, my bad. Let's go to a break, and we'll come back here in just a second. As soon as we come back from a break, we'll talk about the playoff games tonight.
At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcats Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
All right, folks, we're back. Third segment in the pregame show here, Wayne.
We're getting there.
Cruising
slowly.
Cruising right along. We don't know how the feed's doing. It's probably going to buffer a little bit, but
especially with the video that we're putting on there.
Yeah.
Also, don't get used to it.
Yeah, we're going to have to cut it off and go back on the scoreboard when the game starts. So, but we'll try to bring the play-by-play to you as best we can. Wayne, we're in Region 2 AA this year. It's a little bit different than what we have in the past, right?
Very different.
So we're not playing Gordonville. We ain't playing Salina.
Nope.
We ain't playing South Pitt.
Nope.
Neil Markham. We're playing a whole different bunch of people. So I tell you what, if the rest of the playoffs are like these people up here at Hampton, it's going to be fun. It's really going to be fun.
I agree.
But we've got to make it past this game first. All right. Start off with the Rockwood Tigers. Somehow or another wound into first place in Region 2A. Go figure.
Yeah.
7-3 overall, 3-1 in the region. They host Region 1 AA, the 4th seed, the Happy Valley Warriors, which is 1-8 overall and 0-3 in their region.
Yeah.
and we got JJ back with us. Welcome in there, Mayor.
Welcome back. I'm good at running my mouth. That's what I've been doing the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, you've done that. Well, I ain't going there, but we're talking about the playoff setup here. We talked about Rockwood being number one, even though we beat them 43-0, they're still number one.
I don't understand that.
I don't either, but that's the way it's set. Oneida is number two. We should be. Well, I ain't good. If ifs and buts, guys, was candy and nuts, we'd have a big Christmas.
Yeah.
Or we'd have a big bucket of KFC.
Yeah. But we got chicken behind us over there, too.
Well, these fellas up here in this booth did it up right.
I'll
They got
tell
all
you.
kinds of stuff.
They're taking care of us, I'll tell you.
Mutt Buckner better take note of how these guys are treating us.
Mud, if you're watching, we'll take pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a report in from Mr. Neil Markham. Said, sounds good here, minimal disruptions. Thank you, Neil. Appreciate you.
That's good to hear, though, because we were a little worried about it.
Neil,
honestly.
we're tired of the excuses. You should have been up here. I'm just saying it right now. I'm just going to say it.
Well, it's out there.
Yeah. I just tell it like it is. We're
number 2 in Region 2-2A is the Oneida Indians. Good bunch of people, good bunch of folks. But I ain't. I started going a route. I'm not going to go. They're 7-3 also, tied overall with Rockwood. 3-1 in Region 2-2A, and they're tied with Rockwood. They host Region 1-2A, the third seed. They're 4-6 overall, 1-2 in Region 1-2A, the Cumberland Gap Panthers tonight in Oneida.
They're up here too in this area. Cumberland Gap is.
Yeah, it's this whole region up there. That's who we're playing tonight. All of our guys in Region 1. Okay, the third game besides ours is the number 4 York Dragons.
We beat the brakes off them.
We did in third and fourth quarter. First and second was kind of close. York 3-7 overall, 1-3 in Region 1AA. Travels to Region 1-2A, first seed, South Green, just right down the highway from where we are, and they're 8-2. They beat this Hampton team back earlier in the season. They beat this Hampton team and won the region champs. They're 8-2, 3-0 overall. South Green Rebels. We got some things going on up here in the press box. Kind of listening to our PA guy over here. So
I had to turn my headphones up. Couldn't hear it.
Yeah, well, I got that's one reason I had to turn mine up. I can't hear through my head, through my.
All right, so I got to say something about this whole how Rockwood's number 1, York Oneida's 2, we're number 3. All right, so when they do this, head to head, right? If you beat whoever, you should be ahead of them. Then it falls to overall record.
Right.
That's where I got a problem. You've got Monterey, who goes and plays Cannon County, who's what, 3 or 4A?
3A.
Cumberland County, 3 or
4A.
5A. We go to Stone Memorial.
5A.
We play Waverly.
3A, and they're 8-1 on the season and ranked in the top 5 in the state.
And we threw in a homeschool team out of Mount Juliet, the Heat.
And that's what killed us.
Because we needed a game, and Scotty
game.
was having a hard time finding a game, and they stepped up and played us. Thank you for them, but honestly, that hurt us. But
the thing about it is, Wayne,
but what did you say? Every non-district game, other than the Heat, was
upper was 2 or 3
other than Bledsoe, because Bledsoe's 2A, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, every other team was 3A to 5A.
Yeah.
You got to think on your strength of schedule. I've looked over Oneida's and Rockwood's schedules. I mean, they do play some bigger teams, but not what we've played.
Where it killed us, though, we went down there and laid an egg at Bledsoe County.
Yeah.
If we'd have won that one, it'd been closer. But what really killed us was that non-sanctioned TSSAA team, the Tennessee Heat, was not in it. It's like we didn't have a game.
It was like a scrimmage.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It didn't count for anything because they're not in TSSAA. I don't agree with that at all, but that's the way it was.
There's the problem. You only got, a lot of teams aren't going to play you. A lot of teams, let's be honest, don't want to play us.
And that's what happened. We couldn't find one. I mean, Pickett County, they chose not to have a team this year. And we had them scheduled for homecoming.
That's probably better for them.
Well, it was.
Because now they can 100% focus on basketball.
That's their basketball team anyway. But
I don't understand how Pickett County, those teams that, are size of a gnat, can have such good ball teams. It don't make no sense to me. You go to look at Pickett County. You go to Pickett County, look at their trophy case.
Yeah.
It's
how many gold
Clark
basketballs
Range.
they got in there? Clark Range, just like
big thing is they're single A.
Yeah.
And they got the pick of Pickett County. They got anybody close to Pickett County goes up there.
Well, Clark Range the same way.
Right.
They get anybody in Fentress County.
Yeah, and that's
people say no, they don't. Well, yeah, they do.
Well, sure they do.
They did when they had the old baseball coach. They had a really good baseball team. Well, he got a DUI on the way to a baseball game and got fired.
That's awful.
And when they got the new coach, he was actually a good coach. The new one was. All them players that came from, out in Fentress County up toward York, they went back to York.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then Clark Range was like it was when I was in high school. We'd be up, 20-0 in the first 2 innings.
That's going to be another. Me and Wayne talked about that caveat coming up here. Basketball and baseball is going to be a different story too. We're going to be in a totally different 2A league, and it's going to be tough on us.
Yeah,
basketball and baseball both.
Our district's very different.
One thing's about baseball, I coached with John Looper for 6 years, and we played, 2A, 3A teams all the time.
Right, but you picked them.
Yeah. So, the way Coach Looper coaches, he coaches up, so.
And plays up, schedules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that prepares you for later on in the year.
It'll help, but
here's the thing: it also hurts in baseball. People don't realize baseball is a timing sport. You have to get the timing of the pitcher. So you go to a school like Gordonsville 3-4 years ago had a pitcher threw about 89, 90 miles an hour.
Right, it's high school,
and he went to MTSU to play.
Right.
You go to a school like that, then you go to say Clay County, and they got a pitcher throwing 60 miles an hour. That's how we got beat Red Bull Springs that time. We beat them like 20-something to nothing in Monterey. The next night we went down there and they beat us 3-1 because they had a pitcher that looked like a slow pitch softball player.
Right.
So Tanner's baseball team does that. Our travel baseball team, we have naturally you would think your closer is your hardest thrower pitcher coming in. Not with us. We throw one of the slowest pitchers we have. But very accurate, and that's why he's very accurate. But he
frustrates
lobs it in there, and kids just if they do get a piece of it, it's a little dribbler out to the pitcher's mound.
Yeah. Right.
So
it frustrates.
And JJ's right. The timing, at his age right now, you see these mid-60 kids, and then you throw someone in at slow 50s.
Right.
Oh, they just don't know what to do.
Well, it's hard to adjust, and I agree with that 100%. But let's talk about football. A little bit about football.
Baseball.
We got 2 seasons before we get to baseball.
I know it. I got baseball stuff on.
Sure.
I
mean,
because it's warm.
I used to be a baseball fan. I'm
Go Braves.
Yeah,
I was about to say. How about them World Series champions,
Braves.
Atlanta Braves?
Hadn't done it since 1995. That's 22 years from here.
26.
26.
Yeah.
26 years.
You didn't graduate from Monterey, did you?
Yeah. No. Actually, I graduated from Rickman.
I can tell.
Rickman University.
All right, back to football. They're warming up on the field.
Yeah, they are.
So that wasn't my fault. Somebody else went off schedule that
south.
time.
It's rabbit trails. That's we do that. I'll tell you what, guys. Let's take another break right quick, and we'll come back.
Talk about football.
We'll talk about Wildcats in the news. And we got some things to talk about our players. So, folks, you hang in here with us, and we'll be back right after a word from a couple of our sponsors.
At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcats Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookeville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931-252-4659. You'll be glad you did. Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program.
All right, folks, we're back in Hampton, Tennessee, up here 210 miles away from Monterey, Tennessee.
As you say, it's purty up here.
It's beautiful, I'm telling you. I think Wayne's got some pans of the mountains up in there and got some video here.
He's got a mouthful of food, too, so he can't talk right now.
We got chicken nuggets up here from
I don't know where they look.
Chick-fil-A, I think.
They look amazing.
Telling you, got a little meat tray back there, too.
All right, here you are. You're the one going off topic now.
Well,
can't blame it on me.
It's food, though. That's
all right.
That's priority.
Rick kind of teased you for the break. We're going to talk about some Wildcats in the news. Pretty big week for a couple of our players. Grant Hoover he's going to be the starting center for the South team in the annual Blue-Gray High School All-American Bowl. That's going to be played in Atlanta, Georgia, on January 31st. That's a
bowl game.
That's such a huge thing,
Sure
because
is.
that's one of those premier games that all the major colleges are going to be at.
Absolutely. They say college scouts as well as pro scouts.
Yeah. So it's a perfect opportunity for him to go and show out and earn a scholarship.
There you go. And I heard this week he got some offers from Maryville too.
Really?
That's where Kevin Borhaus is.
Yeah.
So
and also, if you hadn't heard, Mason Bowman, he was up for the Tennessean newspapers High School Athlete of the Week for football, and he got 12,907 votes and won, and was this week's the Tennessean newspaper High School Football Athlete of the Week.
He had more votes than the rest of them that's in the poll.
Wow.
I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
A 2A school, and we're talking about single A all the way up through 6A.
Yeah. And here's the thing. His performance last week.
In the first quarter.
I mean, you're up 48-0. You ain't going to put your starters back in.
No.
He only had 7 carries last week.
Yeah.
7 carries for 256 yards, 4 TDs rushing, and he also had an interception pick 6.
That went for like 60 yards.
That, ran all the way back. And he's also in the running for Mr. Football for 2A for the state of Tennessee.
Actually, I didn't change that, JJ, and it's my bad, and I apologize. He actually didn't make the semifinals.
How in the world?
The reason I believe for that is 2 things. to a school, don't get a lot of recognition, and he's a junior. Most of those finalists for the Mr. Football are seniors. Now,
I've seen sophomores win Mr. Football.
The icing on the cake is we got him back next year because he's a junior.
I mean, he's got a chance to rush for over 2,000 yards this season. That's never been done in Monterey that I'm aware of.
He's got 1,800 yards right now.
1,800 yards, 18 touchdowns. You know, he's averaging, 9-point-something yards a carry?
Yeah, almost 10 yards every time he touches the football.
I mean, that's amazing. He also has 46 tackles on defense as a linebacker, 6 tackles for a loss, and that interception pick 6 last week. You know, and the thing is, he's not just an athlete. The thing is, he's a great student, too. He's got a 4.1 GPA.
Right.
So he does a little bit of it all. So, I mean, he's only a junior, too. So he's going to be back next year.
Yeah, and that's, when I put that together, that's the candle on the icing on the cake. We got him next year. And I'm just so proud he's dressing up in the purple and white because he could be blue and white.
Yeah, he could have went to Livingston. But, Aaron is –
different Wildcats, but, different color.
Aaron grew up right across the street from my great-grandma, so, I'd be over there all the time. We kind of grew up together. He's a Monterey boy through and through.
Yeah, absolutely. So, sure it is.
I don't think there was any doubt. And the way I see it, I don't think there was any doubt in his mind that he was going to come
to Monterey. Yeah. And so is Cole. Cole's going to be a good one, too.
Oh, yeah.
He kind of showed up and showed out last week.
I watched them when they were, in the Monterey little kids football. They showed out there, too. They get the ball and they're gone.
Right.
And that same thing with them Blaylock boys. They would show out, too. It's crazy.
And then our team's full of them. Guys, let's take another break, and we'll come back. We're going to talk about tonight's game, starting in this game. We got about 30 minutes before kickoff, so we'll talk and bring everybody into this game between Hampton and Monterey. So I won't let the cat out of the bag before we get there. So Wayne, take us into break, and we'll be back right after a couple of words from our sponsors.
At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Has your vehicle developed any loud muffler noises? Have you noticed any exhaust fumes or rattles coming from your exhaust system? Tay's Muffler and Repair Shop can solve all your muffler and exhaust issues. Johnny has over 36 years experience, state-of-the-art equipment, and honest and reasonable service. He is located